Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and once again, I just do not have time to make separate videos about all this, so we're throwing it all together. First up, people are starting to complain because they're getting their hands on Strixhaven, in my opinion, way too early, but okay, I don't even know when the release date is, to be honest. I've been forced to focus on things that make more money than this channel, unfortunately. Thanks, Wizards, for ruining the game. But anyway, people are complaining that the American Mystical Archive cards are not full etched foil, and the Japanese ones are at least like full foil, but they don't look etched either. Basically, neither one was what people expected. So all I really have to go off of are extremely low res videos and poor lighting and you know, honestly, foils are really hard to show on camera anyway, but it looks like the American ones, just like the top trim of the card and maybe the name in the type line. And like, that's it. I think not even the text box are etched foil with like the actual texture. And then the card art is not at all. Isn't that what the Pokemon world calls a reverse foil? In other words, not a foil card? I think they say hollow, but whatever. Now, I will say that the regular foils in Strixhaven, if you were to get one, or even the extended, so just, you know, normal, whatever, they definitely look like traditional foils, although I'm getting reports in, unconfirmed, that they are sitting flat and not curling at all. Don't know if there's any truth to that, haven't heard multiple sources, I guess we'll find out when I get my hands on some of this shortly. But yeah, the etched foils, people are taking issue with the fact that none of the art appears to be foiled at all, and I could see that. I mean, I think the trim alone looks cool, but I mean, it would look a lot cooler if the artwork was foiled too. And I gotta say, it was real hit or miss on, what was it, Commander Legends or whatever the hell that last one to have etched foils was. I don't know, did Time Spiral even have them? I don't even remember, but the last one that I opened 4 boxes of, some of them looked good, some of them didn't. It was mostly the frames that looked kind of hit or miss. I don't remember the artwork looking spectacular, but I do remember it at least being foil, right? Like, am I remembering that wrong? So, I mean, Wizards never said they would do things exactly the same way. In fact, they said the opposite. A while ago, they said they might change it based on feedback, but they never also came out and said that they're changing it. So, I guess whenever people don't get what they're expecting, yeah, you're going to have some mad people, and justifiably so, because they thought they were buying one thing and now they're getting another, so, okay. But at least, yeah, some people are claiming that they don't curl. Like the regular foils or the etched foils or collector's booster, regular booster, whatever people are opening, all of the foils are not curling, allegedly. So people have been asking for that for about, what, 15 or 20 years? I mean, when were foils invented? That's when they've been asking since. So I did some more research on this real quick because I had some conflicting information after asking people, and one person is calling the Japanese cards in the American collector's booster etched, but they clearly are not etched. I'm at least watching it in 1080p. Who knows? Like I said, foils don't show up that well. And then they pull out an American one, and the art is clear as day foil, but not etched. So it's just flat, you know, foiling. Yeah, you don't want glitter in the middle of the art, breaking it up and making it impossible to look at, so I don't know what you're complaining about. So if that's the case, which I'm looking at it with my own eyes, but I hate it when there's conflicting information. Drives me nuts. And I can't investigate it myself because I'm not sitting here breaking street dates. But then again, some of these might be store owners, okay, whatever. Like I said, I don't even know or care when the damn release date is for this. It's just going to do more damage to Standard and I don't give a shit. I know it comes out tomorrow on Arena. Oh boy. Honestly, who gives a f***? But yeah, Ho's mad about something. I'll follow up on whether it's justified or not. I just wanted to mention it. Next up, quick follow-up to my earlier video today where I found out I'm a lower hold college person. Great. I mean, they all suck, but that's probably the best one. So go take the quiz. Or don't. Just go watch that video and look at the top pinned comment that I put there. It has all 5 codes, and oopsie doopsie, you can put all 5 in and redeem all of them. So you could just simply get all 5 sleeves. Oops. I kinda doubt that was the intention. So, do it before they patch it. Next up, huge story here. They're moving to a 7-card quote-unquote sideboard in Best of 1 on Arena. Well, they already have a bunch of A-symbol cards that are from the Arena tutorial or wherever the hell they pulled them out of, that are like ultra high-powered game format warping cards like the Ajani's Pridemate clone. There's at least 3 or 4 out of the 130 or something that they added for no apparent reason, and that, like, those cards literally don't exist. Like, they are not real cards. You look them up in the Gatherer. They do not exist, but they're available in the standard format on Arena only. So if you build a standard deck and start winning with it on Arena, your absolute, like, pinnacle, most important key card is probably from one of those sets, or at least it's a chance, and then you literally cannot build that same deck and go to F&M with it in standard constructed because the card doesn't exist. It does not occur in paper. So that's already completely fragmented to hell, confusing, and totally and utterly unfair and completely f***ed. Might as well make an arbitrary 7-card sideboard, and I use that term loosely, best of one, because now it's a separate format from standard format to fragment it even harder. They're just doing it because they know how broken Lesson could potentially be in blue-green landfall. Plus all the other outside the game shit, like that stupid fairy that should have been banned 100 years ago. I would have just eliminated the sideboard completely and then just said, oh, you can't play with any of the cards that say go search outside the game. Considering 97 to 99% of all games are best of one on Arena, according to the actual company that made it, I don't think that would be a very welcoming way to welcome Strixhaven's Lesson ability, but on the other hand, that ability. It's trash, nobody cares, and good riddance. I mean, if we still had the OG Arena designers around, word is they've quit because all of their jobs have been posted on like jobs.hasbro.com or whatever. Yeah, if they were still around, they wouldn't tolerate this shit. They would just be like, no, you get 0. It's best of one. You don't need a sideboard. Oh, you want to do lesson, learn? It just fizzles. They used to love sticking it to the core Magic staff because they were better at managing the game than they were. I mean, it's just clear as day. So yeah, oh boy, problem solved. We're now getting a 7-card sideboard instead of 15. That does literally nothing. Who the hell does, like, what is that, Fairy of Wishes or whatever? Who casts that 7 times in a game? How would you even do that? So they're like pre-crippling it just for lesson and learn? Something's up. Something seems a little sus, as they say in Among Us. Speaking of that, if I have time and if I'm home and not asleep, I'll be trying to play Among Us with 7 other, 8, 9 other, I don't remember how many people are in an Among Us lobby. A bunch of other people from the Magic community, because I was watching Cinders last time, caught the end half of it once I got home, and it was pretty wild. So if you want to see that, I don't know if I'll be streaming it. I guess I probably could. Probably not the first time because I'm going to embarrass myself the first time I'm playing. But if you want to see it, just go sub to Cinder Shadow Gaming because I'll be on that one, for sure. And then I think if I get more comfortable with it, I'll jump in and live stream it. Oh, and hey, I just found out a couple hours ago that there may have been another secret Lair leak on MTGO. Last time, I think it was the Lucille weapon card from the very, very well-liked Secret Lair Walking Dead edition. This time, it looks like it's going to be Blood Crypt, Breeding Pool, Godless Shrine, Hallowed Fountain, Overgrown Tomb, Sacred Foundry, Steam Vents, Stomping Ground, Temple Garden, and Watery Grave, a.k.a. the Shocklands. They come in tapped unless you pay 2 life. There's not a lot of context here. I don't know if that's new artwork or not, but they are marked as promos. Also, there's, I guess some kind of like mouse over flavor text or something. I don't use MTGO, so okay. That indicates that it's like different flavor text than any other printing of these cards, and that like they're each of a different plane, which is definitely something they would do with Secret Lair. So I think these are like the second most commonly played rare lands in the game, or like second most expensive or something in that neighborhood. They're basically like the second go-to for most modern decks, at least. So yeah, that's going to be expensive. Hopefully this isn't real. I'm sick of Secret Lairs, and I'm glad we haven't heard about one for like, what, a month or 2? In other news, they're doing like a metagame challenge April 24th through the 27th, which weird timing. But if you manage to get, it's best of 3, and if you manage to get 7 wins with 0 losses, I think it is. Because like I think first loss and you're out, which just sounds awful. You'll walk away with 5,000 gold and 30 Strixhaven booster packs. So high risk, high reward, but let's be honest, high risk, no reward because you're not going to win. Who the hell is even going to have a deck ready by then? I mean, seriously. I should just run turn 2 Tibalt just to piss people off. Next up, we got 4 more cards banned from Historic because of this Mystical Archive crap. I know, I'm shocked. This time it's Historic Brawl. Specifically, they're banning Channel, Demonic Tutor, Natural Order, and Tainted Pact, obviously. And then for some reason, Counterspell, Dark Ritual, Lightning Bolt, and Swords of Plowshares are going to remain legal in Historic Brawl. That's a mistake. Well, Counterspell, but the rest is a mistake. In other news, the new animated emojis for Strixhaven look absolutely just terrible. I mean, I can't even explain why I have such a either rational or irrational hate of this animation style. I don't know. It's like American anime done wrong with giant eyes and stupid expressions. It honestly kind of reminds me of the WikiHow illustrations, which are awful. But they're awful in like kind of like a lovable way sometimes. These are just awful. These look terrible. It's the giant eyes. It's just the weird art style. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe some of you love them, but from everybody I've heard of, they hate them. Universally across the board hate them. Haven't found one single person that likes them, but if you like them, I'm sure there's some of you out there. To me, it must remind me of something that I actively hate, and I don't know what. But yeah, they're terrible, and I already accidentally unlocked one of them, so could go turn that back off, I guess. But I mean, you could use it weaponizedly. That's a word. You could use it to force people to look at them, to kind of taunt them with it, I guess. Oh, and unfortunate news, they they appear to have gotten rid of the glitch in Arena that was allowing people to bypass a mute with certain Hedron emojis. That's a shame because that shit was funny. I even found it a little funny what happened to me on live stream where I muted them and people were like, wait, how are they still spamming emojis? I'm like, oh yeah, that's broken. Didn't you hear? And then nobody did hear because everybody quit Arena. But yeah, I showed it off live. People were like, there's no glitch that does that. Well, there is. So either that or he was a hacker. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. But yeah, I haven't seen it since. So I assume they patched it. So that's a shame. Oh, and also, if you download Magic Arena and launch it once on your mobile device, you get a Thopter pet. It's barely worth it. We'll see if I bother. It's not even worth looking up what my password is, honestly. So that's about it for the stories. A lot of fairly big stories that people might either care a lot about or care a little about, which is why I kind of crammed them all in together and didn't focus on any too much. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. In fact, I would dare even say you could leave a comment about this video. I bet that's why they called it the comment section. Also, I don't know if you knew this or not, but if you like the video, there's a little button that can indicate that you like it. Also, I just found out that there's a YouTube channel out there that I've been watching for about 4 months now and forgot to subscribe because they kept just showing me the recommended videos from them on the homepage. And then I noticed when I missed a video, I'm like, how could I have missed that video? I look at my sub box every day. Oh, I'm not subscribed to them. It never was. Oops. So if that's you, if the sub button is red, go click it. So hey, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you guys next video, which is going to be Modern Horizon spoilers 2. Or two whatever. Oh, and by spoilers I mean leaks. I mean, let's not get it twisted.